Welcome back once again, my little computer duders. I'm playing the video computer games. Ha ha! Ha ha! Hang on, I'm getting my dick out. Man, the shit I do for video games. Alright, now I'm primed, greased up, and ready. For loading, oh, there we go. Already did this, did this. I'm in the swamp now, I think. Nope, that's too far. That's too far. That's too far. I'm spoiling a bunch of shit. Look away, look away! Wasn't this? It was the swamp. Here we go. I'm a little bit stupid. So, bear with me here. I'm gonna fucking have to buy 1080 soon. Ain't that some shit? Just so that I can continue to... Hello, the frog. He doesn't give a shit, look at him. Just so that I can play newer games and record without the frame rate turning to shit. Man, nothing has driven the adoption of high-end PC gaming hardware like VR in the past couple of years. Although, it reminds me of how Doom drove the adoption of faster processors in the mid-90s. And then Quake. The switch to 3D made you suddenly need a whole bunch of new expensive shit in order to keep up. That's capitalism, children. I'm not complaining, I guess. I mean, what is there to life besides finding new shit to spend money on, right? Right? This is like Dora the Explorer. I actually expect you to fucking answer me, like, shout it at the screen. Can't fucking talk properly while I'm playing this. Part of the problem is I'm only sleeping every other night now. So I've been having some wicked awesome hallucinations. I would stop, but some of the hallucinations are like really lewd and sexy. And it's the closest thing I've had to a relationship in a decade, so I don't want that to go away. Oh yes. This is just making me want fucking the Crash Bandicoot remaster in VR, although I hope they fix the difficulty spikes in certain levels before they do that. Although obviously that would be on PSVR before PC, just because of shitty console exclusivity. I say that, but I'm playing on Oculus. Surprise, I'm a hypocrite! Did anybody watching not know that already? Look at all the little hippity hops. Get the fuck back in the water. That's better. Go to your home. Are you too good for your home? He went to fucking space. Not just regular space, fucking space, which I can't show you on the stream because it's a family show. This is pretty chill. I like this. Those little dragonflies remind me of Spyro. I think that's supposed to be a joke. Hippity hops, I love you. Don't run from me. Don't run from me. Come back here. Love me. I always want small, cute things at the pet store to love me, and they're always scared. Get it? Spyro the Dragonfly? It's a little highbrow. I almost didn't see what they were doing there. Yeah, this was a launch title, so even if it's not impressing you watching this, playing this in VR on day one was a really special experience. It was a really cozy and chill way to introduce the player to stuff like leaning around, like in and out like this. To how you can use that to benefit not just the first-person experience, but also third-person platforming and shit like Edge of Nowhere. 'Cause that was the thing. What I saw a lot of early on were people sort of salty about VR, but they were going to get it anyway. So they're saying, oh, well, it's only good for first-person shooters, or it's only good for cockpit experiences and sims. It's only good for flight sims. It's not only good for anything. It's literally just a better display. If you like 3D graphics in video games, VR is just 3D video games, but better in every way. It can be more than just a display. With the motion controls and shit, it becomes like its own thing. But it can also just be a better display for traditional 3D games. Like what it is right now. This is not using my whole body. This is just a better monitor. And it solves a lot of the problems inherent in 3D platformers because the camera no longer has to know intelligently where I want it to look. I am the camera. I look where I want to. So I really hope we see more platformers in VR. It's a good, surprisingly good fit. I bet you that there's something here. I lost that bet. I'm glad I didn't specify like a actual amount of money. Keep on rolling, rolling, rolling. More Super Mario tropes. Spiky turtle and slightly larger than normal enemies, although you can kill them just as easily. Don't make me kill the hippity hops. I don't want to. They're so cute. They make me feel like maybe things are going to be okay. They're deceptive like that. I used to love catching frogs when I was a kid. Except one time I caught too many frogs in a giant mason jar. Like, seriously, 1,000 frogs. And the ones on the bottom kind of suffocated. Because I was a stupid, dumbass kid who didn't think it through and just wanted to catch as many frogs as possible. I caught all these frogs in the span of like an hour too, so... And the fucked up thing is, in that part of Minnesota where I caught those frogs, now frogs are increasingly rare. I want to say that's just for environmental reasons. What if that's my fault though? What if I did that? What if, like, frog mothers tell their frog children about me to scare them into behaving? That seems plausible. That seems, in fact, almost certainly true. To my dispassionate, rational mind. Why is there a skull? There's already... This is a children's game. What are you doing? Invisible coins are cool touch. Man, this is really derivative, but I can't complain because it combines all the, like, the funnest shit from a bunch of different platforming franchises into a mishmash. There are giants. There's a giant skull. There has to be giants in this world. Deepest lore. Deepest lore. Hashtag 2017. Blop. That's like $1,000 vase. It was trashing somebody's expensive home. Yeah, it's a temple. It's made by whoever made the sex engines. I mean, they don't necessarily have to be sex dungeons. They could just, I guess, be regular dungeons. No, they have to be sex dungeons. I take it back. And these little fun vignettes. This is like the sections in Mario Sunshine where you were able to go underground and see your silhouette running around in the tunnels, even though the camera didn't go down there. I mean, it's kind of damning. I can point to each individual part of the game and tell you what other game it was ripped off from. But I'm liking all of this. It's hard to be mad at something that's this polished and charming. Lucky is also kind of a charming character. They had a lot of nightmare-inducing concept art versions of him that I'm glad they did not go with. It's hard to get an anthropomorphic character right these days if you're not aping the style of some other established franchise, like Sonic characters or rare Banjo-Kazooie style characters. They've got their own style going though. It's good. Baby, you got a stew going. Yes, they have a style stew going. This is still fun, and it's fun to play with a controller. There's something about 3D platformers that makes it so they're intrinsically tied to the experience of playing it with an analog controller. And it just would not be as fun if they seriously implemented motion controls. Which is why I'm not playing with the touch controller this time. I might next time. I'm kind of missing the ability to point at shit. Although pointing is rude. Look at him, he's so happy. That clock. He doesn't know he's a one-use consumable item, and that as soon as I touch him, his existence will come to an abrupt end. Are you even aware you're alive? Do you know you're gonna die in a moment? Look at his face. Look at his vacuous, empty eyes. Whoop! And he's fucking dead. Just like that. What have I done? That's the peril of living in a world where everything has a cute face and eyes, and presumably some degree of awareness. Like, what about their food? Does their food have little, like, cute eyes and faces? If I ate, like, a pickle, would it scream? I don't know. I don't want to prompt Pickle Rick meme shitposting. Make it a fucking potato. Could I eat a potato in this world without it screaming in agony as I dig my teeth into its flesh? Although that does kind of sound entertaining. What is this supposed to accomplish? I don't... Okay, whatever. Probably I'm missing something really lucrative, but... I've always done that before. Why would I change now? Why would I change now? That's... See, most of these animals are dickheads, and I don't feel bad. But some of them are just kind of existing and trying to make a living. Like these little fellows. No, come back! Come back! Why does everything I love run from me? And this is very clearly the flagpole from original Super Mario Bros. And of course New Super Mario Bros. The soulless, barren reimagining of the 2D games. Alright, I'm going to call it quits after this boss. That's a really good place to fucking stop. I have no idea how long it's been. I should be timing this. That requires a measure of organization and planning that I don't possess right now. Honestly, I've been up for like 50 hours. So it's a miracle I'm not shitting myself. Although for all you know, I am. I may have mastered the ancient art of self-defecation so completely that you can't even tell from my voice that I'm filling up my pants with turds as we speak. Really activates your almonds, doesn't it? It's a massacre, Jesus. It's like cartoon Columbine. Oh, weak. Why am I the only one in this world who has 19 lives? Maybe I'm not. Maybe the reason they rush to their deaths so carelessly is that they all have, multiple lives to fall back on. Are there scientists in this world who like study cartoon physics? That's what always got me about a bunch of different fantasy worlds, is that I couldn't picture mundane things happening there. Like, for example, the fucking Klingons from Star Trek. Can you imagine such a thing as a Klingon scientist? Or like a Klingon sewage management technician? We only ever see the warriors. But are there like skinny fucking nerd Klingons who can't be warriors or join their equivalent of Starfleet? Jesus. Thank goodness for these blue balls. This is something I never thought I would say. That's all? Are you fucking kidding me? What is this baboosery? That's what you call a fucking boss? I forgot about this. At least there's actual, like, real bosses later in the game. The last boss is actually really hard. This is what you have to look forward to in the next episode, which you should really just have skipped over this one entirely to get to the good stuff. But it's too late for that now. You were heckin' bamboozled, friend. Hit like and subscribe.